What I need y'all to do is don't touch that dial. I want you to keep it locked on this freestyle. Check it out. It travels miles and over many styles. From the boondocks, MCs in the place know the vibe is great. So I had to vibrate, seen a sister gyrate.
Everybody is looking for the door to the new economy. But actually, it's a window.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fat Cat Tech. Today, we're going to be unboxing and installing Windows 2000 Professional, the reliable operating system for business. Yes, this is a Windows 2000 Professional box. It is not brand new, but it still has all of the original things and manuals and stuff in it, so let's go ahead and open up the top here. As you can see, there's a rip there. That's the only flaw. First thing we see when we open it up is that big piece of cardboard, which we'll get to. We can see we've got the manual here, or well, the getting started, but just tells you about how to use your Windows software and things you can do with it, all that stuff, shortcuts. And also in here is a quick start guide, so if you don't feel like reading through the manual, you can just run through this. Yeah, and this is where the magic happens, right here. And this cardboard is what we're looking for. Yes, see, that's what we want. Windows 2000 Professional. As you can see, it's very shiny, to say the least. I can't show you the back of this case because that has the product key on it, and that would be, well, that wouldn't be very nice. Over here, you can see it has the system requirements, which are kind of funny when you think about it by today's standards. 133 megahertz Pentium, 64 megs of RAM, 2 gigs of hard disk space, and VGA resolution. Those are some pretty, well, needless to say, if you have those kinds of specs on your computer, you're probably not going to be doing a lot with it these days. So as you can see, this disk case has been opened before. I think this was only installed once. So as you can see, this is the Windows 2000 disk right here, and I'm going to now install it as an upgrade to from Windows 98. Unfortunately, I don't have a computer that runs Windows 98. Well, I don't have a computer that I'd like to overwrite my Windows 98 installation on, so we'll be using my Dell Inspiron here, and we'll be using VirtualBox. So we can see here I have VirtualBox opened, and I've already got Windows 2000 installed, but we're going to be focusing on installing it over Windows 98. So let's go ahead, let's get started. First off, I'm going to go ahead and insert our disk. Like so. And now I'm going to start up Windows 98. Obviously, as you can see, I've had problems with this installation before, so I'm sure it'll be good. Another interesting thing is here that I have the Microsoft Plus package thing, and I'm wondering how that's gonna work with Windows 2000 installation. So let's go ahead, let's go into my computer here. As you can see, we have our Windows 2000 Professional PPEN, whatever those mean. And we're gonna upgrade to Windows 2000. So let's go ahead and do that. And apparently it doesn't like McAfee virus scan, which, I mean, neither do I. So upgrade to Windows 2000 recommended. And we're going to agree to the license agreement. And we're going to enter the product key, which I will have to cut out. Alright, now that I've done that, it's going to say compatibility web. Obviously, I don't need to do that, I don't think. Because if this goes wrong, I won't be uploading it anyway. Or at least this part of the video. No, I don't have any upgrade packs. That's probably for that's probably for the Microsoft Plus thing. It has all the games, and I had Return of the Arcade on there as well. It wants me to upgrade to the NTFS file system. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We don't need to bother with any of this, just click next. Next. Just gonna go ahead. Next. Now it's going to restart the computer. We're going to start the Windows 2000 Professional setup. Yeah, this is probably going to be a lot quicker than it says it will, because this is obviously running on a much better computer than it says. So just let's set up copy them files, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so it looks like it's going over these files pretty quickly, which is nice. Alright. It is initializing the Windows 2000 installation. And now it's going to reboot. It says to remove anything in the floppy drive, but I don't know if it wants me to remove anything from the disk drive. but I'm just not going to press anything to boot from the CD. And see, now we're booting up into Windows 2000. Now, if it was going to crash at any point, it would probably be right around here, and it didn't. And it's going to convert the file system to an NTFS file system, which is actually kind of exciting. I've never seen it do that before. And it's restarted again. I really hope that wasn't a failure of some kind. Let's see if it runs through that process again, and if it is, then I clearly made a mistake. Alright, here we are. We're not done just yet. We need to set up our locale settings and all that good stuff. Setup is going to go in and install devices, which I guess it doesn't exactly have to do, since it's probably not going to find any sorts of display drivers or anything. I've noticed that sometimes, at least in my experience with working with Windows 2000, it'll crash after you set up the network settings as well, because it'll reboot, like kind of like it's doing now. Or no, it's actually detecting hardware. It'll just get in a rebooting cycle, and it'll be stuck there for ages. And by ages I mean forever, because it's a bug. But other than that, Windows 2000 is a very, very stable operating system. I know I like XP more because XP was newer, so it's probably a little bit safer. But Windows 2000 it was definitely a lot easier to deal with, in my opinion, as far as like, you know, businesses are concerned. And I mean, there's, you know, freight shipping companies and basic things that require basic computing, and that all you have to do is stick a floppy disk in the computer. You know, I mean, those don't require you to upgrade your software and hardware. So those kinds of companies probably still run things like, I've heard of them running operating systems as early as Windows 3. But I'm sure most of them are running something along the lines of XP, or 2000, or probably 7 as well. But not Vista. Not Vista. Poor Vista. Right. Okay, so this looks like it's done now. Oh, nope. Installing the network components. Alright. Alright, here we go. Alright. Yup. Nope, not yet. Okay, never mind. Looks like Windows is about to restart. Thank you. Alright. Is that it? Is it done? Let's find out. There it is, Windows 2000 Professional. Starting up. They don't make loading screens like they used to. Now it's just a simple logo with a few spinning circles. It's no decorations whatsoever. Alright, it wants me to enter a password, which I'm gonna pass on. Yeah, it's unsafe to leave the password blank. And then boom! Let's log on, and here we are. Alright, we don't need to get this. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure on your computer when you install it, it will probably have a lot better settings than mine will, because this is obviously a virtual computer, so it's not it's terrible. But regular computers from around this time will probably be more compatible. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your unboxing and installation of Windows 2000. This has been Fat Cat Tech, and goodbye.